Well, here we are again, Geezer World of Warcraft, and in the previous version, the previous episode, as it were, we discussed adding a character to whom we could mail things from this character. This character would be our main. If we create a new character, gamers will call that an alt because it's an alternative to our main character. So we're going to roll a new toon, which basically means we're going to create a new character. Roll is left over from back in Dungeons and Dragons when the initial characteristics were determined by rolls of the dice. We're going to stick with Alliance. I like the smaller females. Now, there are 5 races we can choose from, and there are 4 starting zones. We've already seen the Night Elf and where that starting zone is. We're still in that starting zone. Basically, we're a long way from the starting area. The capital there, Darnassus, is actually a pretty has a pretty long run between the auction house and the bank. So for a banker, it would be nice to have a little bit closer. The starting area for humans is in Stormwind, and the starting area, well, yeah, the Draenei, the starting area, the capital there is I can't remember the name of it, but that's why this is World of Warcraft for geezers. I'm going to create a Draenei because the distance between their auction house and their bank is pretty close. Now the banks are separate for each individual, but for a particular main or ad for a particular toon, all the banks are connected so that she can put in things in this bank, and if she moves to some other, she can collect them there too. The default here is priest. That's not as easy to play, I don't think, as mage. So let's see if we can find well, it is priest, paladin, shaman, mage. There we go. There is a heal that comes with this that is quite useful. Skin color, we'll just leave it. Face, it looks like a nice plain face. It's a little bit stricter with lighter lips. She looks fine. Hairstyle. I'm using the left mouse button and going back and forth, left to right, to turn her. Nothing happens when I go up and down. I like this swept back thing. That's a lot of hair, but and then to promote her to the ranks of geezer, find the lightest color hair. I think that's it. And then her horns are turned down. That's sort of out of the way. It's not. We'll look at all of them though. That may add to her gravitas a little. I think that's what we started with. I think you were going to have horns. I guess this swept back style. And it's out of the way. It's fine. And she is going to be a mage. So, Geez, as usual. And as usual, I'm going to say it's going to put all of this in lowercase except for the G. But we will accept that. So now we can play her, or we can go back to our warrior. But we might as well play her and move her to the bank. This will introduce us to a new zone and a new race. There are new quests and all that. I'm hoping that she will become, well, somebody to use herbs would be probably an alchemist. That's most useful to us right now. And then possibly add skinning or tailoring to that.
One month ago, a terrible explosion tore open the skies above northern Kalimdor. At that moment, the great ship Exodar plummeted from the heavens and crashed upon the world of Azeroth. Having fled the ravaged world of Outland, the noble Draenei used the dimension-traveling Exodar to reach safe haven. Inspired by tales of the heroic alliance that stood against the might of the Burning Legion, the Draenei have come to enlist aid in retaking their shattered homeland. Dedicated to preserving life and upholding the tenets of the Holy Light, the Draenei hope to gather a new coalition of warriors to battle the Burning Legion and put a halt to its horrific burning crusade. Armed only with courage and their unshakable faith in the light, the Draenei look forward to finding the Alliance and ushering them towards the destiny that awaits beyond the skies of Azeroth. Now, the fate of two worlds rests in your hands.
No need to take any quests at this point. And like in the other starting zones, the mobs here are going to be not aggressive. They're going to be yellow tagged and not red tagged, so they will not aggro. And so I can leave the starting zone. And now there's that dotted line leading to the west. That's the trail out, and that's where I'm headed. This looks like it's being worked pretty good. Today is a Sunday, and so I'm guessing there are quite a few players rolling new Draenei in this zone. So pretty much all I have to do is watch out for obstacles. Use my numlock key. I am, of course, a level 1. Going a little bit too far to the south. That gap should be my path out. Now, as my main matures and gets further and further ahead, this particular alt I should train up. She still has the Hearthstone back to where we started, and so I can pick up all of these quests and level her up properly as we go. This is an exit quest. It's fairly common to have those. This will be useful on our way back out of here. There will be a quest that she gives, the fishing trainer, that will allow me to acquire a fishing pole without having to purchase one from her, although that's an option. Now I'm in an area where some of the mobs will aggro, but I have a nice road, and as long as I stay faithfully in it and kind of keep a lookout, all should be well. You can barely see the wording of the next area ahead. Might as well set up. Well, I don't need reagents. Innkeeper, Flight Master, and Mailbox. So this is as you're watching going through, and you can see that there is a mailbox. There is no Flight Master. If I were to pass a Flight Master, I would tag it because it's so easy. Now I want to go further west, and there's the intersection. So I'll turn west toward the Exodar, which is the capital. I knew that. We remain in the Azure Isle zone. We're a long way from the starting area. And along the road here, although there are aggro mobs, the maximum level that they get is not too great. So coming back after having leveled properly, I shouldn't have any difficulty even pursuing some quests. So if I come back, I'll pick up the quests as I go. That big elephant is the mount, which is the default for people that, well, for toons that level here. The general rule for mounts is you can use any faction, any race's mounts, as long as you've worked enough to get high enough reputation with that race. But the race of Draenei use these mounts that are over in the background there. All the mounts go the same speed depending on your level, and there are some additional objects and abilities that can affect that positively. So it's like with the toons themselves, the actual form of the toon makes no difference in its abilities or its vulnerabilities. So this whole thing is kind of spacey. There is a cook here, but I have to be level 5 before I can bother, and in addition to which, I'm flat broke. That also means I need to remember to send this alt some funds before she can actually put anything on the auction in the auction house. Pardon me. Nothing should be mailed to her yet. This is the bank. She has already, except for the Hearthstone itself, a full set of bag slots. And over here, the same looking thing, I'm going to get up here and see if we can see both of them together. That arch, the same as that, that arch there, is the auction house. So she is good, and I'll move her over to this mailbox. There's several mailboxes. You can see another one on the mini map over by the auction house. And here she shall stay. Now we'll go back to our main. Escape, log out. Damn. Enter world. Darn, in case any children are actually looking at this. I missed a bet by not putting these on the auction house before I logged out last time. I shall immediately remedy that. Well, I can put my bagger to work. If I can get that thing sticking my throat out of the way. Now, since all my characters begin with Geez, if I press G, I'll see all the other characters that I have available, which is her. I'll send her Peace Bloom, which should vend for 2 silver. Silver Leaf. And that actually will take nearly, 90 copper to send. Oops. Well, a separate mailing. Working funds. Sending anything at all will cost something. I think I probably could have saved a little bit of dough. I'll find out. I'll send these mushroom caps that I'm not using. No, that's I'll send a ruined leather. Well, I'll go ahead and wait and go see what I can get out of the bank to send her. There we go.
What brings you here?
Well, I've banked leather, and I've banked some more of the herbs, and I've banked this full thing of linen cloth. Now, if I send it to her, it will be less available to me to use later for skilling up first aid. Am I okay with that? Well, I'll send her the leather. It's not too far away, and from being enough to. Well, or I could just try to remember to sell her that, let her put it on the market later. Nah, it's Sunday. Okay. So, there is luck involved in some of this, but there's really not a wrong decision. It's just alternate possible decisions.
May the stars guide you.
And I actually don't know whether or not there's a surcharge for sending along cash. So first I'll, open send mail, and then I'll put that in, and then I'll put in, I have 15 silver. 5 silver should get her started in running the auction house thing. And it still says 30 copper, so G, and she's the default. All these others it tags on the other players. They're still mounted out the same as I am in this domain. But as long as she is in there, I don't have to click to just leave her in there. But I could. If I click her name, it'll leave it in there. I'll just do that again. I'll just leave it that way. Okay, so since I would have spent 30 cents to have sent her the 5 silver, in effect, I'm piggybacking 1 partial stack of light leather and grumbling about it a little bit. Well, since she has that now, I should go back and have her put it on her auction. So I'll log off of here, log out, enter world. Open all. She's financed. Kind of run through these boxes. Auction house is crowded today.
Good fortune.
Do the B, shift, click, search. Stocks are still running under 3. 2 is the vendor price. Those are very long. Well, I'll put it up for $2.94 for 1 day. So go to auctions, right click, do a 290. Oops, I'll do a num lock, shift tab, 2 tab 90, tab 295. Now I've already forgotten what the other was, so just check your rule. That's the same thing. So Fooey, tab 94. Somebody will pay a copper less, and I'll just leave it for 24 hours with 60 copper for my deposit. Back to browse, right click Silverleaf. Oops, shift click Silverleaf. There we go. Same deal, only slightly. But Amanita is running the long. But right click to tab 90, and this time I'll do 2 tab 99. Get those extra 4 pennies, and then leave it at 24 hours and then put it away. Then I'll do the browse. This is a level 7. It might be worth a silver. I'll see if anybody else is vending it. Shift click, search for it. Oh, a couple. That's a lot of silver for a level 7, even if it does give you a 1 intellect boost. There is a concept called a twink. Players that have gotten at least a main to a relatively high level and are rolling in the dough will sometimes roll a character that they intend to max out on everything and possibly use it in battlegrounds or in other kinds of combat, and in order to get it at maximum capacity, they're often willing to pay extra for various better numbers, like intellect for a mana burner. Now, I don't think this is worth anywhere near 72 silver, and if I put it up, I don't think I'll sell it. So go to auctions, and 768 is what they suggest as a starting price. I want to start at 5 and change to 6, but I'm going to leave it up. Sunday is not a particularly good day for twinks. Well, I would think the majority, I don't know how many proportionally, the majority of players like to get their twinks up during the week so at the end they can join groups and on Saturday and Sunday play with their twinks in the battlegrounds and in dungeons. And the only thing this would give at level 7, I'm not even sure 6 is cheap enough, but we'll find out. Create an auction. Okay, so my stuff is on the market. I'm holding back on the leather, hoping I can sell
Remember the lessons of
full
the past.
stack. It's easier to work with full stacks to try to figure out in my head the price of a partial stack. Is challenging, and you might want to do it. It certainly is a memory thing. And I don't have anything to bank right now, so I'll just stay here by this mailbox. But since I've started a new toon, let's go through what I think of as a standard setup. So I'm going to escape until I get to the interface. And when she gets loose, I'll have her auto loot. Eventually, she might actually be able to use auto dismount in flight because she can acquire a capability when she gets, let's say, old enough, high enough, to do a fall without dying. But if you auto dismount accidentally just by hitting the wrong key, that's usually lethal, fatal. So that's good. Just go ahead and enable that so we can see what's going on. You can try it either way if you're playing your own tunes. And on the display, I usually leave off show helm so that the face of the toon can display. The helm is effectively still on. Showing it is way different than equipping it, just so you know. Social. Yeah, because this may go to kids. I've left that on. But since she is, for this demo, I don't want anybody to open trade with her. And I don't want her to receive guild invites. Now, chat channel invites. Now, this is all when she's out in the world. Chat channel invites is like with our main earlier when the other player invited us to a group. That's okay. We'll leave that on. So all is well. So go to action bars and turn them all on. Stack them vertically. And they are locked, and if I hold down the shift key and click on an item, it will be movable, otherwise it won't be. Names are not, she doesn't show her name. The camera mouse features accessibility, raid profile, colorblind mode. You might have reason to change those in your own setup if you decide to get your own. So I think everything is okay. And I'll demonstrate this. I'll escape out. I'm clicking on this gift of the Nehru, but it won't move anywhere. Now I'm holding on Shift and clicking on it. Now it does move somewhere. I'm going to put up here an A5. And this is Frost Armor, increases armor by 30. Now this is a feature that stays on for a long time, so there's no reason to have it on such a primary button. So I'm going to move it way over here to this open over 0. Now when I start to move, you see all of the other grayed out, but you can see where all the other possible button destinations are. So that's good. I never mentioned these arrows. They actually show alternative action bars here, but I think we're showing all that we got, all in the other places. This was from the very earlier game, first release, when I don't think they offered all of those. I think we're done with her. Now we'll go back and deal with the main. There's this settings, other. I do want her to see experience, and I want her to be able to see it in the display. And skill ups, kind of a, well, let's see, maybe a warmer color. Eventually, I think trade skills. I think that's an okay color for that. Done. Log out. GeezerWoW. We'll see what's up with him. He had hit an even number, and he is trained up, as I recall. There's another player who does not yet have a guild. The name tag does not show anything. And he's here as a banker, apparently, because he is a level 1. L. I got my tumors, and oh yes, I think he's in the north. And this is, go back to Dolinar, and this is north of the path to Dolinar and just east of Darnassus. And I think this is south. And then I have to go get him, and I think this is also south of the road, just east of Darnassus. So, first order of business is to go north and turn this in. I'm going to read that again. I turned something in earlier. To me. In Darnassus. Ah, yes. The yellow question mark popped up. Oh yeah, so that is the same character I turned into earlier.
Can I assist you?
and then go back to Lake Alamoth, which I will do when I get back to Dolinar.
Farewell.
Now, this is a dagger, and that's a skinny knife. And that's a dagger, and I have it in my other bags somewhere. Yes. This is 2.1. This is 4.1. So that's a no-brainer. I'll swap those so that when I click for my dagger, I'll get this one. And I'll move this down to sell. I don't need it anymore. I could auction it, but it sells for less than it would take to mail it. I think that's a reasonable criterion for not doing it. These are going to move less, so I'm moving them up here out of the way. That's Dolinar. So I'm done with turn-ins. I'll head back to the center. It occurs to me, even as level 10, that I may have accomplished some sort of criterion to get that fishing pole, which I haven't researched offline, which I should have, so I would know if I'm running around futilely or not. But I'm going to go back to Dark Shore through the portal. Oh, I should check what this is. A novice priestess.
I am listening.
Oh, I think I know what that is. Well, yeah.
Farewell.
Another quest chain, and I think I can handle it while I'm north of the road east of Darnassus. Oops. Yes, I need to cross the bridge here and go over that bridge to the Temple of the Moon, which I think is on the map. And I'm locked in. There I am, Temple of the Moon. It said running into the lake. One other quick way to probably tell a player from an NPC, well, that was a player sitting still, is the walk-run thing. Players almost always run. Now, she is, you can see the little triangle. She's up above and kind of in front of me. And there is a ramp on the other side of this moonwell. Mages also have the very useful ability to teleport and to open portals. The actual abilities for particular places are gained as the mage levels.
The loon be with you. Asha Fela.
The Lay Satrath's silvery
A
spinnerets.
loon like your path.
That's a killer. Yay. This won't break my fall that much because it's not deep enough. Where's the door? There it is. But I heal really quickly, so I don't care. So, I have the next quest there. Oh, but I was saying, this is a portal. This is the standard portal that everybody can use to go when they get to, I think, level 58. By clicking, I can find out. Yes, level 58, I can use it. Well, I'm a few levels away from that. But as a mage, I could have used this portal trainer. I think you have to be level 30 before she will give you anything.
King's honor, friend.
Now, I just don't possess the mental acuity.
Safe travels.
That's because intellect does me no good, I suppose, being a warrior. If I try that, or eventually I will, with the mage, she will tell me, the ability giver will tell me how high I've got to be, but I think it's a 30. There are 2 related abilities, and I don't know if they still take objects or not to use. One ability is to open a portal that allows the mage to travel to another capital. The other is to, oh, I'm sorry, it's got it backwards. Just to port is, but if just to port to a capital at a higher level for each place, a portal can be open. It just stands there like that one. That's the general purpose one. Trying to get to the door. Yeah, go around and to the left, I think. If the mage opens a portal, then anyone grouped with that mage in a group like we got together to get the Relics of Awakening, or in a group formed for any other purpose, all of the people in the group can also use the portal. And I think the portal stays available to group people for 5 minutes. I'm not sure about that. No, I think there's more stuff going to, oops, hit the wrong button, going to the north toward the Oracle Glade than there is going south. I hear the Guardian crunching behind me. And I don't know if this Sentinel is any good to me or not. I think she's the same kind I tried before. I think she's just wandering around in case Horde would come. I am quite sure that Horde would aggro her. Am I going the right direction? No, I'm not. Somehow I missed the turn. But that's okay. I'll get this herb. And the spider's in the way. So, doing my right and left. Bleed. Let's hurry up with the spider. I'll put up my shot. And
I need a target.
I got a small spider leg. I'm getting into a pretty good position to level up cooking. Oops, that's a piece of them over there. Kind of hoping to bend to the, well, take that Night Stalker. Well, my victory rush is over. Bleed. Heroic strike. Did the bleed not take? I guess it didn't. Since I had 2 levels on him, I wasn't too worried about him. Before I took that spider, that golden spinnerets, silvery spinnerets quest, I was actually going to go to Ruthran Village again, but I'd like to be able to get the strangle kelp that's there, and I need an 85 for that in Herbalism, and I've got a 70, so I have some ways to go. Now I'm going up the water. I'm actually on the wrong side of the water. Huh, 71. So I'm not totally out of range to deal with the, to be able to skill up with Peace Bloom. But it's already getting intermittent. They don't always give me a bump. I'm surprised this isn't more worked over. Now, Earthroot should give me a bump a little longer because it was a little higher. And the cat's going to be in my way. 3, 4. That bled that time. I'll renew my shot. And I'll whack. That should do it. I could also farm eggs from the strigids. That would also give me XP. Well, 3, 4, 2. Let's see. Peace Bloom. And Silverleaf and Peace Bloom. Huh. Is this up a hill or something? I don't know if... Well, if it's in this little cut, maybe I can get to it without too much difficulty. Ah. What is this little cut? Well, not particularly interested in it, but I'm getting in the area where the Silvery Spinneret's quest is. That spider will be somewhere between me and the edge of the world. In this area just to the right of the 2 islands. Or a little further in than that, a little bit further east, but in that general area. And there are large spiders there in addition to her. Let's see how much bag space I still have. Where's it coming from? Oh yeah, it took me a while to get to him. He's a 9, and I'm still ahead of him. I'm not looking to knock off a bunch of them. Move that down because I'm going to vend that stuff. Move that down, same reason. Put that more safely out of the way. Ooh, that's kind of a... So now I'm reorganized. And... I'm using up most of my 200%. See, I get 182 using 81, 162 using 81 of my rest with my 81 rested bonus, which doubles it. But I've got just about 3% left before that's normalized. But that's okay. I'm going to go west Go ahead and cross the water. I don't think looting these elementals is profitable, but it may not be avoidable. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I got to do that. Just charge him. Bleed him. He's a 10, the same as I am, so I should probably use up my 200% experience on him. Renew my shot. Oh, copper. And now if I can get up the hill, there's, well, I'll have to get the spider. And I can use my victory rush. I haven't quite used up all of my 200% stuff. Have now, I feel normal. Well, that was just a boost to get us started anyway. And through here maybe? Oh, they're at B. And the earthroot should still give me well, it didn't. I didn't get more herbalism experience on it. It's kind of saddening. Oh well. Still to the west, I need to be able to deal with these. I'll charge him. He's in the way.
I need to get closer.
Bleed. I'll go back and get that piece one. At least those fangs stack, and I think I've got another one in there. Huh, he's in my way too. Well, I'll go ahead and use him while I have the extra victory rush. I'll go forward. And there it is. Stack of discolored fangs is actually pretty good income. Let me nah. Skinning went up, herbalism didn't. Yeah, go around this tree and then turn to the left. I needs me some major oil. And this is, I think this is where I'll turn in getting these belts. So that's good. I have my quest destination. And there she is. Oh, there's another silver leaf. And it's not deep in enemy territory, so I think I can... Oh, well, maybe it is. What is she? She's a harpy. I can pull her. So do an alt 1. And back up a little bit and do another alt 1. Yeah, go ahead and give myself some rage, bleed her, whack her, hamstring her, and start collecting belts. Now that's sorceress, but I can charge her. I think I'm far enough away. Do all the same things to her. And I've got a debuff, which is gone. And that was very cheap with respect.
I cannot loot that right now.
I clicked twice, and since I was already looting it, it said somebody's already looting it. No, I can stand off, I think. Pull these harpies, back off and see how far away I can shoot them. That's a long way. throw, back up, throw again,
That ability isn't ready yet.
throw again. Yeah. You bleed. Do the hamstring. I don't even need to do the hamstring. I think that they're low enough, so I think my throwing is. There's a rogue. It'll do the same thing. I'll just throw from here. Back up while it's rocking.
I can't do that.
I missed and hit the wrong button. Renewing my shot. No, that's okay. So I'll just keep whacking her, and then when she runs, I'll throw at her. Now, if she runs and does not encounter anyone, well, even if she doesn't, if she just keeps going, she'll eventually come back and try to attack me some more. Going down here in hopes of getting that silver leaf. And I'll throw it at that harpy. She's out of range, and she's in range now. I'll just stand and do it. See if I can do a third one. I've got a third one. I still have some rage. Just to bleed. Do a whack. She'll run.
I don't have a target.
I got half the belts I need, and I think I can get to this without any danger. What is that going to be? Another earth root? Yes. Probably around this tree. Rogue. Throw. Throw. Blood rage. 4. My shout is still up. Do a 2. Another 2. I got her. Don't know if I can get up there. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, I can't on that slope, and I hope there's a better slope up here, but it kind of looks like it's sort of out of reach. Now this hopping around and trying to find a good slope might very well hop me into aggro somebody. So I should take a little bit of care. Oh yeah, I'm awfully close to these guys. Oh, you know, that's not even the one I was looking for, I don't think, but there is an earth root. Maybe it was, I don't see the other one. I'm zoomed out. Huh. Well, good for me and my clumsiness. The sorceress and the sorceress. It'd be nice to be able to charge the sorceress without getting an ad. But I don't know if I can do that. I'll go back this way. Hop, hop, hop. Staying away from the mobs, if possible. A shelda? What the heck is a shelda? I don't know. I'll throw at it. One of the nice things about range attack, oh, a shelda's got a lot of shields, so, but it's not going to do that good.
I need a target.
Bloody chain boots, maybe that's something I can use. Since the mob doesn't know what's up, the initial cast is free, so if you have several abilities and one is like a 3-second cast, you open with that and then move to the ones that are faster if you're going to get any before they close range and keep you from casting a ranged attack. I take that rogue out because she's kind of wandering around. Go 2, I bleed, got the bleed in, renew the shot, hit her good with a 2, and get ready to shoot her if she backs off. Oh, maybe she won't. Shoot her anyway. Got 2. Yeah, I got another victory rush. Got another belt. And it looks like I can get a little closer. If that's a sorceress, she's the only one there, I think. I'm going to take a chance. Bleed her. Ooh, I missed the mix. I should have done that first.
You have a target.
Well, it worked out. Okay. I think I'm safe. I'll get this. And I have all but one victory belt, or blood feather belt. That's another sorcerer. She is meandering sort of close to this. So I'll charge her. Just waited too long and don't have the victory rush. Hifta. Oh my gosh, I've capped Herbalism. Oh, that's why I can't raise anymore. So I'll leave that alone. I made a really fundamental goof. I didn't see my trainer. So let's run home. Yeah, he was lurking by the edge. I guess I can take him. I need to raise leatherworking as well. But I still have some room. Oh, all those sweet herbs. And having them is still okay. I mean, I can sell them. Or my alt can sell them, my banker. But I can't skill up with them. Well, that could explain. Well, basically explains why I'm not skilling up in herbalism. I'm capped. Yeah, why not? I think I figured out a way to get through here and save a half a second or something. And I know where the herbalism trainer is. She's in the south. So I'm doing the numlock so I can check my coordinates and that sort of thing. Sort of aiming in that direction. And I need to be in this rotunda down here. I think I can cut across. Is there a quest over there? Certainly looks like it.
Peace be with you.
What's up? 210 to just speak to somebody in Ruthven Village.
Farewell.
Done and done. Now just holding down the 2 keys while I alternate. Yeah, I think I'll stay on this walkway for a while. I think I'll switch to this inner walkway. And aim for that ramp. Now skidding will be north of the Warrior's Terrace. And I'm going to check because that takes me past alchemy, and there might be herbalism in the alchemy platform as well.
I am honored.
Now I'm okay until 150, I think. And weeping bitter tears because I probably could have had 85 already if I just had leukocytes. So if you remember, you can do better, but if you forget, you're still able to keep going. It's just a little bit more slow. This will take me over the terrace while I'm wondering about. Throne is capped. Well, that's interesting. The only thing that's not capped is two-handed swords, and which I don't have, and unarmed and maces. So I should do a little maces and unarmed. Now I could also stop and ask where I can pick up a leather crafting, tailoring, but I already know where it's going to be. But now over here on the left, just going to take a detour because I know this is alchemy down here. You can kind of leap up if you move too early to the left. Can't quite get on the platform. There we go. And trainers happen to be over here. So you're the alchemy supplier.
Greetings.
You're the alchemy trainer. And there's just another alchemist. No herbalism. So the herbalism stays on the far south. Okay. And then leather working is still up here. So I'll go to the upper story. Don't have to be quite there. Leatherworking trainer. 50 is the criterion.
Feel free to browse.
And 9. What? Why can I not train? Oh, because I'm trying to train leather working, not skinning. There's the skinning trainer.
What brings you here?
I was very puzzled. So it's going to cost $450, but I've got enough to make that happen.
May the stars guide you.
And since I'm here and there is a vendor, I added that. I have better. And I want to equip that.
May the stars
Press
guide
B
you.
again. Equip that. So now I have a 61 armor.
My goods are of the highest quality.
That was from that elite winged thing that I whacked. 11, 12, 24, 66, and 25. So
Be careful.
1182, and I'm able to continue with my hope to be able to go to North Shore and actually get me some strangle kelp. Since I've been back in the capital, the XP extra credit thing has appeared again. There is a minuscule gap, and I'll never use it. But I'm almost going. The next kill, probably, if it's just not tiny, will probably ding me to 12. So I'll level again. Not 12, 11. And since it's not 12, I won't have to worry about coming back to a trainer. Since there were so many new players training up near the Exodar in that area, I'm surprised. Now that's my turn. I missed it last time. I just went the wrong way. I'm surprised that there are so few herbalists out here. You would think herbalism is generally pretty popular. For the same reasons I'm taking it, that you can take your main and begin to get a little income. This wisp, I remember from last time, it seems to just hang around here. Now let's see if... Yeah, Peace Bloom isn't really any good. Well, it is. You just have to take multiple gathers to scale up with it. I had multiple gathers, he wept. There it is. Let's see if another at that level. Yay, I'm beyond my old cap, finally. Now I'll kind of have to dig through here. I'll go ahead and pull her. I'll go ahead and raise. Bleed. Battle shot. Whack. One more good whack and I'll do it. Now let's see how long that lasts. Rogue, throw. Throw. There we go. That time I got in the victory rush. Lead. She's running already. And I dinged. Dinged 11. And I have all my belts. But now I feel the motivation to cut through I aggroed her. Run up to her. Cut through all these remaining sorceresses and things. So that I can get these herbs. At this level, 75, 76. It takes more. I think I'll pull her just to make sure that she's not going to add while I'm trying to collect. Do that. Do a 4. Do a 2. Another 2. Oops, I'll do it. My fingers, when I put them back on the board, were not quite lined up. It's the only time that's ever happened to me in the last 5 minutes. Okay, I can sneak around and get this one. Take that rogue out. Bleed. Oops, 2. See if how much junk I'm gathering. Uh, 79 1 block. 55 1 block. Well, darn, this is a better shield. So, equip that and sell that. It was a white and it's prettier, but nevertheless. I'll find it at the base of this tree if I can ever get around the tree. They're far enough apart, so if I aggro one and don't run toward it, I'll be okay. And I think I can exchange hits with the sorceresses. But I'll pull this guy anyway. This little lady. She comes with an 81. I'm putting my shot back up. Bleed her. It's mainly so when she runs it'll be easier. That's easy. This is the direction I want to go. And I see the moonwell up there ahead of me, around this tree to the left. Well, I could be wrong. I thought it was the moonwell. Oh, there it is. I expected it to be there, and I thought I saw the blue of the stone colors, but I don't think I did. So I get a little bit of a bump.
How may I help?
Oh, that's a good bump. That's only one. Makes it white though, but no argument. Got 440. I'll take 440 more.
Be careful.
Going back through Darnassus, not see. Well, that will increase my armor by a pretty good chunk, which I do. Then I'll move that down to things to sell, which I do. Oh yeah, I can move those herbs out of the way. They're going to take some time. move all the herbs out of the way and move this quest thing. So I have a lot of separation, and I can keep track of what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. I'm on 11. I think I'll head back toward Darnassus because I've been doing this for some time now. This episode is getting sort of long, and on my way back, I might very well find some herbs, and I have at least one turn in Darnassus. On the other hand, I could go to Dolinar. I have several turn-ins there, so I think I'll, instead of doing what I was going to do, I'll do something else. Turn in my quests, get in a sleep zone, empty my bags, and prepare to go forth again. This is that vial thing, that file.
Peace be with you.
Yes. 650, pretty good bump. Yeah, it's 6 or 7%. Then take it to Darnassus. So that's good. I got another Darnassus quest from here. And I think I have others. Turn off everything else. And I could be wrong. Get so that while I'm pondering, I don't waste. Okay, the Archdruid is up in up on top somewhere in a tree. And both of them go up to him. Okay. That's the Ruthran village. That's the Silvery Slippers. I'd go down to the lake. I still haven't gone down south. And those two are for that. So I think I go across the road again and climb this. There's another spiral staircase, but I don't think it's the same one. So I think it's over here in that building. Oh, that's not. Oh, I'm looking for a tree, and I should be going the other direction. I'm not trying to go up that tree. I'm trying to find that other building when I was finding what turned out to be a tree on a mini-map. Actually, I think I'm looking right at it now. And the ramp starts on the inside. I hope. I'm puzzled. I still don't see the turn in. So I'm going to do some meandering, trying to figure out where the heck I am. Just wanted to make sure that somehow. Nope. That's where Swiftroot is. Okay, so let me look at the quest again. Archdruid Staghelm in. Oh, I'm in Dolinar, and those are both in Darnassus. So, all I have to do now is go down to the water. Well, that and learn to read. Okay. Yeah. And then over here, get my directions. At a level 11, going through the mobs here, I should be able to pass somewhat closer without aggroing them. See if that Night Saber aggroes it. It does. Well, I was wrong about that then. I renewed my shout. More scraps for us. And that should be the direction I need to go. Oh yeah, I see the end of the dock. And these timberlings might aggro. That should be far enough, don't you think? Kind of split the difference here. Yeah. If he chases me to the turn in, I'll engage. Oh, he didn't.
What brings you here?
80 brought me here. Ah, Oaken Scowl. Well, now this is tempting. I would like to finish this because it's
Goddess, watch over
not
you.
that far away. Oh well, Dolinar is still pretty close, so and so we'll do this next time.
Can I
I'll go ahead
assist
and
you?
accept the
Till
quest
next we
now
meet.
and go home since I've used my Hearthstone. I'll just have to run back. I'm not far enough away from these elementals to avoid aggroing them altogether. But outrunning them is easy. They don't have a stun. The Night Saber's going to aggro though. Oh, I guess I sidestepped far enough. It would be helpful at this point to remember to turn on my stuff. It'd be a shame if I left an herb in my path behind myself. So I got all sorts turned on. Oops. Oh, and sure enough, there's my herb. Somebody else killed and looted that guy. I'm not going to go through that other Night Saber, but he might, since he's walking in my direction, he might give me a hard time. Let's see the road ahead. And oh, let's see another herb behind me. Probably taking a couple of peace blooms to add to my. Ah, there's another herbalist. Okay. I think the herbalist engaged in that with that spider. I'm about to run. Yep. I wasn't looking where I was going. This is a pretty safe zone to be careless in. About the worst thing that can happen to you is that the game has a glitch and you're stuck and you're disconnected and you're in a hot zone and you're in combat. They don't all have to be true for it to be a sad situation, but usually when you get back on, you're dead. That's, I would say, disappointing. And there's the one with the mailbox. So I'll go in the side entrance, get my Z's. There are my Z's. Now I'll just grab somebody that can
My goods are of the highest quality.
sell my 1243, 9, 16, 82, 28, 72, and 14. So now I have 1464.
Go in peace.
Enough. And pretty sure I trained up,
Ishnu
but
Allah.
it's cheap to find out. Next time I'll get overpower. Okay.
Goddess watch over you.
Take a quick look. Ah, I can mail a silver leaf now to my banker. I can mail a peace bloom to my banker. Oh, and I missed a discolored fang. So,
What brings you here?
6 more
Goddess watch over
coppers.
you.
Send mail. G. This and this. And send. I'll let her continue to work the auctions that she has. I'm not going to continue this session just to do the additional auctions. Ooh, that was a pretty good run. Now the thing to remember when I get back is Oaken Scowl, because I'm still there, and these I need to be elsewhere for. And I hope maybe I've got a little bit of XP 200% when I do get back. So, at long last, that's it for this session, and exit game.